A mass of mostly young people celebrating Halloween festivities in Seoul became trapped and crushed as the crowd surged into a narrow alley, killing at least 146 people and injuring 150 others in South Korea's worst disaster in years. Emergency workers and pedestrians desperately performed CPR on people lying in the streets after the crush in the capital's leisure district of Itaewon on Saturday night. Choi Seong-beom, chief of Seoul's Yongsan Fire Department, said the death toll could rise and that an unspecified number among the injured were in critical conditions following the stampede. He said the bodies were being sent to hospitals or a gym, where bereaved family members could identify them. He earlier said most of the dead and injured are in their 20s. More than 700 response personnel from across the country were deployed, including about 520 firefighters, 100 police officers and 70 government workers. The National Fire Agency said in a statement that all of Seoul's available emergency workers have been mobilized. An estimated 100,000 people gathered in Itaewon, near former headquarters of U.S. military forces in an area known for trendy bars, clubs and restaurants, for the country's biggest outdoor Halloween festivities since the pandemic began. The South Korean government eased COVID-19 restrictions in recent months. One survivor said many people fell and toppled on one another like dominoes after they were being pushed by other people at a narrow downhill alley near Itaewon's Hamilton Hotel. The survivor, surnamed Kim, said some people shouted, "Help me," and others were short of breath. Kim described being trampled by other people for about 1.5 hours before being rescued, according to the Seoul-based Hankyoreh newspaper. Another survivor, named Lee Chang-kyu, said he saw about 5 to 6 men start pushing others before 1 or 2 began falling one by one at the start of the stampede, according to the newspaper. The stampede is the biggest South Korean disaster since 304 people, mostly high school students, died in a ferry sinking in April 2014. The sinking exposed lax safety rules and regulatory failures as it was partially blamed on excessive and poorly fastened cargo and a crew poorly trained for emergency situations.